Hey folks, hope you guys having a good day. Welcome back to Knightlordian RPG. Been a while since we did update log, but we're finally back. We're finally in a new version. No longer 3.7, we're on 3.8. Now, yes, for those who need context, 3.8 adds in a bunch of new content. It adds in two new areas. The finale of Empire 6 is their cluster, and the start of Cluster 4, which is pretty damn interesting to say the least. I was only going to be doing Sunflare Pyramid first update, but apparently a lot of people wanted to see Cluster 4 at release 2, so I decided to put them all into one update. So that being said, let's get right into it, and let's also get started with the update log. For starters, start off with the Sunslayer Pyramid, which is the finale of Sunslayer Realm. At long last, after so many years, after a whole year, or after more than a whole year, we finally got done with Sunslayer Realm. Honestly, it took a while, but we finally got to it. So to access Sunslayer Pyramid, you need the Sunslayer Fortress key. You can either go for here, or you can go to Sunslayer Realm, or you can go to the Heatwave Desert, which will over to this pyramid, and you'll be teleported to the pyramid. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer at this point, honestly. So that being said, let's go and kill the Sun Slayer right here, and just go ahead and finish it off. And there we go, Sunset Pyramid. Here we are. So this is Sunset Pyramid. This was made with the help of Beauty Queen 16. He props her with the creativity she had here. She gave me some ideas for his realm, and yeah. So let's get started with the stuff that you get from the mobs. Now you get one thing from the mobs, which is the Sun Mummy, and you get the Sun Mummy robes. Let me just switch up robes real quick. Here we are. I'll just put it right here. This is the Sun Mummy robes. You get a cool fire effect as well as like some weird eye thing. I guess I don't know. But yeah, that's the Sun Mummy robes. There's also a Mega Boss that spawns here too. I think right around here, if I'm correct. It's his name is Anubis. I mean, you probably may know him from somewhere. Not Goldthorn Anubis, but definitely another Anubis. Yeah, I forgot there was another Anubis, but there you go, I guess. So yeah, he spawns there. You drop the staff, much like the original Anubis, and also he pretty much has. He also is a very rare spawn type. So basically, it might take a while for you to get him, but if you do, then you're considered lucky. So good to know. Or the server is considered lucky at least at this point. So good to know. Anyways, that being said, let's move on to the spawn, the finale of Empire. Oh, of not Empire 6. Sorry, Cluster 3 Empire 6. So basically, you'll notice that yeah, we got the usual spawn here. So it's nothing really new right now. I did at some point want to add in abilities for like all the cluster finales. For example, like Imperius, Lucifer, and then our new guy here, Star, who was originally a Spartan of the Sun, but my girlfriend was like, "Why don't we make him a Pharaoh of the Sun?" And thus, Pharaoh of the Sun was born. And yeah, he has his own like cool, interesting ability, like you get with your mummy outfit. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, there you go. Now, if we kill him, we should get two new things. Oh wait, sorry, one new thing. It's the Sun Pharaoh. It's a Sun Pharaoh Falcon. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but yeah, this is this thing right here, and it drops. And it pretty much deals about 711 quintillion QND damage to 8.11 QND damage. So yeah, so that's good at least. Now that we got that all up, let's go ahead and move on to the next few areas, which is basically, actually, alright, so now we got that all up, let's actually go to Sunslayer, or go to the next area, which is the Chrome Canyon. Chrome Canyon is also adds in two new sub areas too. So it's pretty damn big. You can actually know if you look closely, you can actually see that's Chrome Canyon right there. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, Chrome Canyon was made by Get Lucy, aka Cat Person. So he's props to him for making this. I tried to modify a bit with the hills and bushes and stuff, but part of that, the rest was made by him. So, but yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and see what we got here. So, it requires I can't remember what it requires. Give me a second, actually. Sorry, I completely forgot about that. Yeah. So, also another update I will mention though too is that you may notice when you join the game is that you have hearts above your name. That shows your max health to other people in case they are curious about how much health you have. Sure, I guess I don't know. It was mainly added because the Trello manager StarQ wanted to see the mob HP. So, and then that's what we get. So that's pretty much how it happened. But yeah, anyways, Chrome Canyon requires 336 QTD. So that being said, here we go. Now you get now the first mobs you got are the Chromium Crystal monsters. They drop this armor right here, which is the Chromium armor, and as well as the Chromium Crystal blade dropped by the boss right here. But it's a pretty good setup, I guess. So, but it is worth it. So yeah, there's that. It was Chromium Prince right here. Why is this guy here? Anyways, Chromium Prince right here is dropped by Chromium Prince. He is pretty much just as usual, side by side thing like many other mobs do. So it's nothing really new. And next up is the Chromium Chromium Caverns. Apparently I forgot. Apparently I already touched the low door, so I can't really say what much it requires. But I believe it requires 1.2 QND, if I'm correct. I might be wrong, but it should be like 1.2 QND. That's something like that. I can't recall honestly. I wish I did touch before the video, but okay, fair enough. Anyways, next up is the Chromium Knights. These are the mobs here, and if you want to show yourself, these guys are pretty much, they're just usual mobs. Level 1.61 QND, or no, QT, yeah, actually no, QND, yeah. So, and basically, if I'm correct, they should drop their own armor, if I'm correct. So, it's called the Elite Chromium Armor. It's basically like the Chromium Armor books up with the Evil Knight type of weapons. So, yeah. And then we also got the Chromium Crusader right here too. About 1.84 QND, so that's pretty cool, I guess. Anyway, so that's him. And there you go. Oh, goodbye. Goodbye. But yeah. And then there's also a Mega Boss that spawns here too. That is named the Crystal Dust Warlord. He actually did spawn here earlier, but apparently he is gone now. So yeah, Crystal Dust Warlord right here. So he drops one of the blades I'll show you right now. Actually, speaking of which, I actually completely forgot to show you the Mega Boss weapon too of the other area. The other area's Mega Boss is the Chromium Sentinel, who also spawned earlier, but I killed him. So just to give the images to StarQ before I hop on the trail. By the way, StarQ, if you're watching this, and maybe Universal Entity if you are watching this, huge props to you guys for making a trail. You all help out the game a lot. So yeah, with the old Trello wiki and stuff. Huge props to y'all. Anyways, the Chromium Crystallizer is dropped by the Chromium Sentinel, and this is what it looks like. It's basically a reflective version of the Caverns Crystallizer or the 666 Word Crystallizer at this point. So, there you go. So, it is pretty powerful and does a bunch of damage. And then now on to the Crystal Dust Warlords drop. It's basically if I could find it, what if I actually have it? It's called the Crystal Dust Slicer. Yeah, it's good. It's one of those mobs basically. So he spawns right around here. So just keep an eye out for him. The Crystal and the Chromium Sentinel does spawn around like the middle part of the area, in that area. So just keep that in mind too. But yeah, next up is a Reflective Retreat. The Reflective Retreat is about, the Reflective Retreat, the Reflective Retreat it requires 2.32 QND to actually go to, and this is what it looks like. So this is the last area of the Empire, or last area of the last sub-area of the areas. So that's pretty cool. So it has two mobs. There's a Reflective Scout right here. Nothing really, doesn't really do much. It just, typical mob, follow and kill and all that stuff. And over here we also got the the Reflective Archers. So they do quite a bit of damage if you aren't careful, I guess. So there you go. And they both dropped this armor called the Reflective Splintered Armor. That does pretty well with the Chromium with the Crystal Dust Slicer, I must say. I'm not sure how it does that, but apparently it does fit so well. I guess because they're reflective, I get they're reflective. So yeah. Anyways, that's that. And now there's also one boss that spawns here, which is the Mystic Mega Boss. Yes, the Mystic Mega Boss in Empire 6 has finally been added at long last. She got, I think, let me search for her name real quick. Not that one. It's, let me find it real quick. It's the name. I gotta go all the way down to find the badges, but it's she goes by the reflection of Sakara basically. So kind of like the King, but it basically for lore reasons, just basically like for the lore basically for the lore of her basically is like she's basically the embodiment of the reflection you've done to Trojanville and typical you can't run from the past type of stuff. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, anyways, with that away, there are a few people who were able to get the weapon already, which I'm honestly shocked about. 5 people already got the fucking blade. Jesus Christ. Maybe mystics aren't as rare as I thought. Okay, fair point. You have to rethink about that. Anyways, um, next up anyways, last but not least, is the Reflective Raider, who is the boss here. So he has quite a bit of HP too. But definitely is worth your time if you want to get his sword, which is a Reflective Longsword. It deals about 39.42 QND damage and 45.51 QND damage. Here are hit points for reflective splinter weapon, armors, and all that stuff. So, yeah. And then I think there's also I might have done one other fix too, but I don't really know. Let me check the update log real quick. But I think that's most of the update real quick. 13 mobs, 12 items, 2 new areas. I think that's probably it, honestly. I mean, yeah, there's really nothing else to say, honestly. So, yeah, this update was kind of it took a while to make mainly because it was kind of, not just because of procrastination, but also because I had college as well. But yeah, there's really nothing else to say about this update. It was kind of big, but I think overall I'd say it was worth the time to make. And, yeah, Cluster 3 is over and the Cluster 4 begin. So I'd call that a win-win since it's the 2-1 update. And, yeah, there you go. Anyways, yeah, it's probably going to be this video, guys. Enjoying. Thanks for watching. If you guys want to take a look at the game yourself, feel free to take a look at the link down below. That's where you can check out the game, and also maybe if you want to maybe just be sure to if you and test your luck if you can and get the boss to spawn at all. But yeah, I mean it's not really like it's not like any puzzle or anything. If anything, many people would rather not wait for the boss spawn and just get the whole game over with. So yeah. But hey, you do you, I guess. I'm not trying to force anyone into anything. I mean, I try not to. Honestly, I just make this game for fun. I don't really. I know not everyone's gonna like it, but I'm glad to see people enjoying it regardless. So yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and have a good one as always.